Hey there, my name's Arra Muhammad Marta. Let me ask you something. Do you like Harry Potter? Of course you do. Who doesn't love it? I especially like the eighth book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And now you may ask, what the hell are the Deathly Hallows? Well, they're items associated with a story in Harry Potter. It's called The Tale of the Three Brothers. You don't know the story? Well, let me enlighten you with this one tale. Once upon a time, there were once three brothers who were traveling along a lonely winding road at twilight. In time, the brothers reached a river too treacherous to pass, but being learned in the magical arts, the three brothers simply waved their wands and made a bridge. Before they could cross, however, they found their path blocked by a hooded figure. It was Death, and he felt cheated. Cheated because travelers would normally drown in the river, but Death was cunning. He pretended to congratulate the three brothers on their magic, and said each had earned a prize for having been clever enough to evade him. The oldest brother, Antioch, asked for a wand more powerful than any in existence, so Death fashioned him one from an elder tree that stood nearby. The second brother, Cadmus, decided he wanted to humiliate Death even further and asked for the power to recall loved ones from the grave. So, Death plucked the stone from the river and offered it to him. Finally, Death turned to the third brother, Ignotus, a humble man. He asked for something that would allow him to go forth from that place without being followed by Death. And so, it was that Death reluctantly handed over his own cloak of invisibility. The three brothers took their prizes and soon went on their separate ways. Antioch traveled to a distant village. While with the Elder One in hand, he killed a wizard with whom he had once quarreled. Drunk, with the power that the Elder One had given him, he bragged of his invincibility. But that night, another wizard stole the wand and slit his throat for good measure. And so Death took the first brother for his own. Cadmus then journeyed to his home, where he took the stone and turned it thrice in hand. To his delight, the girl he once hoped to marry before her untimely death appeared before him. Yet soon she turned sad and cold, for she did not belong in the mortal world. Driven mad with hopeless longing, he killed himself so as to join her, and so Death took the second brother. As for Ignotus, Death searched for many years, but was never able to find him. Only when he attained a great age did he shed the cloak of invisibility and give it to his son. He then greeted Death as an old friend, and went with him gladly, departing his life as equals. The end. And there you go, the story of the three brothers. But you may ask, what does that story have to do with the Deathly Hallows? Well, in the story, there are three objects given to the brothers by Death. Very, very, very powerful objects. Let me explain you for a bit. Hold on. The first was the Elder One, the most powerful one in the wizarding world. It was given to the first brother, Antioch. Legend has it that the wand gave its loyalty to whomever could win it from its previous master. The second was the Resurrection Stone. It was given to the second brother, Cadmus. It was said to be the only object that would bring back the spirits of the holder's deceased loved ones, activating when the stone was turned 3 times in the user's hand. The final one was the Cloak of Invisibility. It was given to the third brother, Ignotus. It concealed its wearer so absolutely that even Death itself could not find them. When the three of them come together, they make one the master of Death itself. And there you go. Those are the Deathly Hallows. The moral of the story was that when greed is a powerful thing, it could destroy us. If you want money, power, or love, if you do it with extreme greed, it'll destroy you entirely. And you can never escape death, no matter how much you run. You either run away forever, or accept it as an old friend. Well, that's my story. I just hope it's a good one. I know I'm not very good at this, but let's see the results of this. Okay? And that's me signing off. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.